to Facebook.
Go back to Facebook.
And
Push
see
go
that's
live.
where that's not there, and that's where my problem is.
There you go. That was it.
Okay,
Okay, we're back in action.
Action. Lights, camera, action. Starting now. All right.
3, 2,
Welcome to Farmhouse Fabrics, everybody. I'm so glad that you joined us. We are thrilled. You all know Regena. Regena is right here, but we would like to introduce Danna Gay. And so, Danna, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We first learned about Danna from Regena and Jane Seeley, who have both been here. And Danna, you joined the Smocking Guild, and they said, "Oh, you have got to meet Danna. She sews for herself, and their clothes are wonderful." And I'm like, "Well, bring her over here." And so we're really, really happy that you came with some great things to show.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So, what do you have in front of here? I'm going to ask you that first. What do we have here?
I have a lot of vintage patterns. I love the 60s mod, and I collect them, and I like to sew with them.
So you told me that you haven't been sewing for that many years, right?
Yeah, about 5 years. And I started out making jewelry.
See, that's what I think. Tell them a little bit about your story that way. How you started and how you ended up in this.
So I was making jewelry, and I had a friend that was a quilter, and she had a quilting retreat, and she invited me, and I came. She said, "Bring your beads, and we'll be sewing." And when I went, I just was amazed at all the beautiful fabrics and the quilts, and I was hooked. I had to just start sewing.
Because you're attracted to colors, right?
Colors and the fabrics, and I put my beads up and pulled my sewing machine out.
Oh. And so then you were actually quilting first. And then what'd you do with your quilts?
They got folded up and put in a closet.
And she thought, this is too much time and effort.
Yes.
To store them away somewhere, right?
So then I was like, I want to make some clothes, and then I can wear the pretty fabrics.
That's right. That's right. I know that you definitely. I mean, you have a cute sewing tag. You have actually 2 sewing tags. What are your sewing tags?
Mod Girl Sews, because I love the 60s mod styles and the little shift dresses, and then one Danna Sews, that I have little labels that I put in my dresses. Those go in the 70s dresses.
I love that.
So I have 60s and 70s dresses.
You know what? We should have you right now show one of your the Danna shows, because she had somebody
Digitize
the label, and it's so cute.
Let's see, one of the Danna Sews.
Are they back?
Oh, here's one. Here's one of the little labels.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I think that looks very
Isn't that cute?
I love that.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Okay, and go ahead and tell them about it while you're
Yeah.
holding this
while
one
we
up,
have
because it
this.
matches your
This is
blouse today.
interesting.
My
Yeah.
towel jacket. So I saw these patterns. Let's see. I saw these patterns from the 60s where they were sewing with towels. And that's where I got the idea. And so then I wanted to make something with a towel. And I found this cool towel at TJ Maxx Home Goods and bought it and couldn't wait to get home and sew a little jacket.
I'm going to go to the overhead. The overhead is for Facebook and YouTube. And you can see a close-up of this pattern. And for Instagram, it is Simplicity6351. And the original price was 65 cents. Let's see. Are we at the overhead? I want to get a little bit closer. You can see. There we go. Isn't that cute? Yeah.
And then this is the pattern that I actually used to make the jacket with.
Oh, is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, I love that.
That one gave her the idea because they're made with towels.
Oh, okay.
This is what she used to make.
All
them.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is Simplicity 2269. And what you did the
Yeah.
one with a little,
Made it
or
a little
made
bit.
a little bit shorter like
yeah.
this. This is cute. And so she went to the store to look for terry cloth and couldn't find the colors, right?
Yeah, yeah. At Joann's I went and wasn't happy with the selection of terry, so that's when I got
Well, let's
the
look at that
idea.
again.
Yeah.
That's it. It looks like a velour. It's a velour kind of terry, but those colors, whew, psychedelic, right?
Yes, that's right.
So where did you find that towel?
At Home Goods, TJ Maxx.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
So every time you're out, ladies, looking for something, shopping through, push your cart by and say, "Oh, I need that towel."
Well, where's that?
You
Where's,
have a towel
I know.
that you got last night.
Okay, that's right. And it's a Lily Pulitzer towel.
Aha.
Yeah, I got it for $1 at the
Wow.
sale.
I'm always looking for fabric. It could be towels, it could be a bedspread, it could be a curtain. If I'm out and about in thrift stores or estate sales, I'm just looking for some kind of textile to practice and sew with.
So Terry Collins says she remembers making cover-ups with towels back when those patterns were brand new.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool. You're bringing it back, Danna.
Where's that little pamphlet by Canon? The Canon was, you know what? I probably
Yeah.
laid it down somewhere.
Let's see.
And
I think I have it.
because they actually came out with, well,
This is it.
don't ever hand me anything because you might never find it again. Make it with towels. This is from Canon Homemaking Service. So they actually had pamphlets put out where that you could make things with towels to encourage people to
sew with
to
Canon.
Yeah, it was cute. Now, would you light a fire on that top of that candle thing?
No.
On top of that towel? I don't think so, right?
I love how sewing is so creative, and you can just kind of be creative with colors and fabrics, and then get sewing and get in the flow.
I love that too. It makes me think of the one you made out of a bedspread.
Yes.
I've had a lot of fun the last hour looking through. So look at this.
So this was a
Can you believe that?
at an estate sale. I found this bedspread. It was like velvet, and I was like, "Oh, that would make a good coat." So I bought it and came home and used one of my patterns and made the coat.
Dana, you would have done well than Gone with the Wind. You could have
Oh,
ripped
yeah,
down
that's
those
right.
drapes.
That's right.
Ripped those
Now,
drapes down.
Look at the lining. How cool is that?
That's pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
I love those buttons too.
I know. Were they estate sale too?
I found them in a little shop in Augusta,
Yeah.
B&B.
Oh,
She has the
course,
buttons.
B&B. Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nerves and Crafts says she bought some vintage 60s tablecloths,
Mhm.
so she could find something to do with
Yes.
That's
That's,
right.
Yes.
that's right. That's right. Well, you know, this is amazing. There's another little embossed velvet top jacket that you made that I love back here. Right? It's where did we put
Oh
that?
yes, this one.
Yeah, look at this. Oh
This,
my goodness.
This was another estate sale find. And so I'm sure this was an upholstery fabric, but it was just so pretty I couldn't pass it up.
She said it was on a roll, so if you see
Oh.
fabric on a roll, you can use that too.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I mean, I love what you've selected for the linings.
Thank you.
the bees.
Mhm.
How about the buttons? Yeah.
So it's just fun and creative coming up with buttons and fabrics and
So I'm gonna go to the overhead if you put and then show them this tag and then also your buttons.
I love the tags.
Yeah, the tags are
Oh.
so cute.
Turn,
So
yeah.
Yeah, flip it around
This
the
way.
other way towards you.
There you
Then
go.
they can read it. And then we'll go here, and you can see. Look at that. Mod Girl Sews by Danna. But the buttons too.
Look at that B button.
That's cute. And then the lining's so. It's good. Now, do you have this pattern out here?
I do right here.
Okay.
You wouldn't think
Oh.
so.
Boy, you wouldn't, would you? Okay, here we're gonna go. This is Butterick 6740. I like the shape of that jacket. And we'll show right
Well, it's really
here.
a top. Isn't that a top?
Is it a top? Might be a top.
This is a top. This is a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this top
Mhm,
too. That's
I do
good
too.
looking.
So when I find things at estate sales and thrift stores, it takes the fear factor out of practicing and sewing, and I'm not afraid to go home and cut it up and give it a try. And sometimes it's a practice, and then if it turns out, you get to wear it.
Because you haven't made a huge investment,
Hmm.
and so
And then you've worked out all the details and gotten your fit, and then the next time you make it, it's comes together a lot faster.
well, Danna told me that, and I think a lot of you will find this interesting if you sew for yourself. She has a dress form that was made to fit her, and so what it tell us how that works.
Yes, it's called Beatrice Forms, and it was a website where I found they make custom dress forms, and it's based on a body scan. And when you sign up and pay a deposit, they send you the app to put on your phone, and then you get someone just to scan, go around the bust, the waist, the hips, and then you upload it, and then they make you the dress form for you. So it comes and it's your body,
Wow.
and it's on a nice pole and lifts up and down, and
That
makes sewing a lot and fitting so much easier.
for when you sew for yourself, it would be so much easier because then you can get the back just right also.
Yes.
Because I know that you told me Danna is a tall lady. You can see she's way taller than I am, but she's short waisted, and so she has to alter the garment from the shoulder to the waist, and that would be where the bust darts fall and where the waistline darts would come, and that type of thing to make it work right. So having a dress form.
Yeah, and the two things I always look for when I have my pattern out is where is my bust dart and where is the waist. And so you can hold the paper pattern up and see, is the bust dart hitting you at your bust? Does it need to come up or down? And then I look at where the waist is, and usually I'm always having to bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are the two measurements that I look at the most.
What is your favorite style to make?
My favorite style are the little shift dresses from the 60s. I love those.
So you brought some with you. You have one you want to show?
Yes. See.
Sally, they're saying the volume is low.
Oh, the volume? I don't know
But
how to change
I
that.
don't either. I don't think that we did anything. So can you talk a little bit louder possibly?
Sure.
So here's one of the 60s shifts.
Let me hold on the cape. Look at this. Now you have that pattern here, I think.
I do. Yes, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So this is McCall's 8650. 8650. Look at this.
A 60s pattern, but it looks so relevant for today.
That's right.
And I loved how I was seeing a lot of distressed denim on Instagram, and some people are piecing denim together. So when I saw this fabric, I just knew I had to sew up a little shift. And then I got these pretty little buttons from here that Sally had, the antique buttons in your antique button section.
Right.
And so this is a fun little dress to wear.
So what did you do? Oh, hey, look at this. This is so cute. I like the details.
I put a little bead that comes from my jewelry making.
Oh, I love that.
Added
Sew
the
it up close.
little
Yeah, sure.
a little bead detail.
Let's go.
Turn around.
Yep, there we go. Oh, that's so cute on the
Just a little the bead detail on the zipper.
Let's see if we can-
That's so sweet. You want me to go closer? Look at that. Oh,
Put it on the light side and see you can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I mean
It's
because
so neat.
because you can buy zipper pulls, but now if you know something about making jewelry, you can make zipper pulls.
Mm-hmm.
So then you made a little what?
Made a little cape. And this fabric I got here from Sally, this faux suede, and it was so fun and easy to sew with.
Yeah, that would.
And
be,
I made just a little cape with it, just real simple.
And I
And there's the
think
pattern there.
no, not this one. It's a cape. So we have.
Yes, that's
this
it.
This is it, right?
Yes.
So this is a Simplicity 7544. There's the little cape pattern.
You want to go on?
Sure, we can go.
Dana, Sharon wants to know, where's the denim fabric? Where did you get that?
I got this fabric. It was a dead stock fabric from marcytilton.com.
Ah, that's cute. Really, I thought at first it was
That's
piece.
piece,
Yeah, it looks piece.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. And then the little dropped hip. Oh, you know, it's got a seam there, doesn't it? Because or maybe not.
It has the
maybe not. Just it does
the
have
fisheye darts.
Yeah, there we go. See, you know terms I know these darts, but I didn't know they had a name. She called this a fisheye dart. It starts here and it goes in at the waist and ends
It's
right
the
at the
long,
hip, right?
the long, skinny ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see why
Yeah,
that would be.
like a fisheye.
Never have to heard that term before.
Lynette George says she is inspiring me to dig out my 60s, 70s patterns.
Yes.
There you
Yeah,
go.
did.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
fun.
That's right. Good. That's cute. Now you have another one with a cape, I
Mhm.
think.
And it would be really fun if you are sewing for granddaughters that are more in the teen size and that they
Right.
they like different things like that too, so it would be fun.
So this is another cape that I made with some crushed velvet, and it's the same pattern, really simple pattern. And then I made a little 60s dress. I got this fabric here at Farmhouse, and also the buttons came from Farmhouse.
I love that.
Turn around the back.
And
That's cute. Oh, look at
so
the
it
belt.
has the little belt and the button.
That's cute. So
A little denim dress.
so you went from making jewelry to
Mhm.
quilting. Then now she's putting in zippers. She's lining things. She's using all kinds of patterns from Simplicity to Vogue, and
And learning seam finishes.
yeah, seam finishes.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I started simple, just simple little dresses,
That's what people need to know.
pullover dresses without a zipper,
Mhm.
things that are cut on the fold in the front and the back.
Right.
That was like something first that I started with, and then I kind of started adding bust darts and getting comfortable adding zippers. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that yet, but I'm adding them.
Right. And then you're doing all kinds of seam finishes, plus you're doing different types of pockets too. I
And
think
she
that's
did the
pretty.
Hong Kong finish on these
Yeah.
jackets and capes.
Let's see. Here's a jacket with the fun fabric.
This is her mod jacket.
Yeah, my mod jacket, and then it has the Hong Kong finish on the inside.
So this and did you say you ordered? This is a bias tape that you ordered from some. I've
Style
never seen.
Maker
Oh,
fabric.
Style. Okay.
Style Maker fabrics. They sell bias tape has fun prints on it.
That's cute.
You want to put it up
That's
here and
so
then we'll just show
cute.
overhead.
All right. I love that.
Can you show the inside?
Now, so you can see the seam finish.
That's pretty. I'll go back a little bit so you can see.
You want to
more of-
explain what a Hong Kong seam is?
It's just your exposed seam, so it doesn't have a lining, but you want to cover your seam so that your seams aren't.
the raw edges.
The
are-
wrap it
Yeah, so
out.
there's no raw edges.
So
And so yeah, this was just done with bias tape
I love that.
and sewn on.
You just fold it over the seam and then you sew it down. And
Mm-hmm.
That's
There,
so
it's
cute.
finished.
And then we'll have to show this too. This your tag.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is the one you had digitized.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had someone draw this up on Etsy, and they sent it to me, and then I uploaded it to an embroidery service online, and they digitized it for me. And then I can send that to my embroidery machine and print it out, or you could upload it to a label maker and have it made.
yeah, there you go. I'm gonna show the. That cute.
But it's fun to make something, and then
right.
you
You
go to
could
put it on, and you got your little label on the inside.
So cute.
Barbara Salisbury,
Uh-huh.
how do you move the bust dart?
Oh. You want to talk about that?
Another lady said she had to always move hers as well, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can keep the dart
Oh, I'm
legs
sorry.
where they are, but change where the point is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You would just angle it when you-
You
like
would
a
just
arc.
angle
You
it.
arc
So
it
you
up and-
keep the legs where they are, and then you would just change the angle of it so that it points to
Toward the bust.
yes.
Yeah. And everybody, I mean, there are different levels and of where it needs to be, and I think that you don't want to end up with your point of your bust art being right at the end of your bust. It needs to end close to the, maybe an inch or so away, because otherwise you're going to look like you're wearing bras from the 60s,
They're going to be a Madonna bra.
Yeah.
Madonna bras.
Yes.
No, but then it has a softer finish. What about this blouse? This is pretty.
Yeah, this was a 60s blouse here that I used.
Yeah, look at that.
And it had the fun little sleeves on it. And I'm seeing the puffy sleeves now.
That's right.
Sleeves are a thing right now. And so this was fun to make. And it was easy. It's cut on the fold in the front and on the back. And you just pull it over your head. It just had one dart for the bust. And then your sleeve. And it really isn't an inset sleeve because the sleeve comes off the shoulder,
right.
and then it's just kind of sewn on from here.
Like
a
makes it
ruffle.
easier, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
like a
like a
ruffle.
ruffle.
And then add the elastic.
Cute.
Make
So
sure
that is,
overhead.
Simplicity 7028. Original price 50 cents. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
And Danna does have an Etsy store where she sells vintage patterns. So,
My hobby, I love to collect vintage patterns and go into the thrift shops and the estate sales and
What's
We've
the name of
rescued-
your Etsy page?
oh yeah, Etsy page.
Mod Girl Sews.
My girl says. Did you already say that one, Deborah?
No, I'm about to.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Deborah said you just solved her problem. Hong Kong finish is the answer. Thank you.
Good.
There you go.
Good.
Yeah, we all learn something, and when we're talking about this stuff to each other,
Right.
I was like, oh, light went off. That's a great thing, and so it's good that people can hear these things.
Well, I think I know I asked you one time, if you sew for yourself, how did you get involved with the Smocking Guild? So
Yeah,
that's an
Sally
interesting
was.
story.
I was in one day and she's like, "How did you get with the Smocking Guild when you sew clothes for yourself?" So, let's see.
Oh yeah, Abby Wilkinson will like this.
Yes, Abby.
Dress them dearly.
So Abby had the smock tunic pattern that I saw on Instagram, and I think Sally shared it, so I found Abby that way, and I just fell in love with it, and I wanted to make the tunic. I loved the collar on it, and I wanted to learn to smock. So I showed up at the Savannah River Stitchers meeting that Regena's president of our chapter, and I said, I want to learn to smock. And they said, well, you're in the right place.
That's right.
And within 2 months, they had me smocking. They gave me the resources, the websites, what books that has the stitches in. They practiced with me, showed me how to do it, and
And she took off.
here I am with my smock tunic. Thank you, Abby. Abby recreated this pattern.
She did. Yes.
And
yeah.
It's been fun.
Abby said, "Oh yay, that is amazing."
Yeah.
It was very fun when Abby showed the original pattern, and she contacted the original designer and got permission to then recreate it. So it was really fun to watch the process, and then all the people that have made it since then. And I didn't realize that you'd done that, Danna, and that was so cool for you to come in and show it.
And Abby, on your Instagram page, you post a lot of videos, and you videoed how to put it through the pleater. Like I was brand new to pleaters. And your instructions, I got my fabric and it went right through the pleater, and they were easy instructions, and this has been a lot of fun.
That's
Thank
cute.
you for sharing, Abby.
Yeah, that's great.
Nancy asked me to show the silver dress.
What? Oh.
Oh,
See, I knew we'd start with.
yeah, silver dress.
Let's see if I can get it. Well,
Back to Danna.
Yeah,
yeah, I think I need it. I love this one too. This is a beautiful little dress.
What I love about this dress is just how simple it is. There's no darts. There's no zipper. It's, cut on the fold in the front, and it was cut on the fold in the back. And you just let your fabric shine. And I love how it can be simple. And as a beginner, I was looking for simple, and then you can sew up something pretty and wear it, and it gives you confidence to keep going and moving forward.
That's right. That's
So this
right.
has been a lot of fun. You could wear it at the holidays or pretty much any
night
time
out.
of year.
This one you've lined.
I did
right?
line that.
Yeah. But this is a good way to finish the neck and
Yes, you don't have to do the facings
Yeah,
that flop
yeah,
out
that's right.
sometimes. And then there was no set-in sleeve, just how the sleeve kind of came off with the pattern.
So the fabric does the talking on this.
I got this fabric from Core Fabrics,
I'm not familiar with that. How do you
There-
spell it?
Core.
Oh, okay.
And I think they're in Canada, but their shipping is pretty fast. I think I got it within a week.
That's beautiful.
And you can find it on their website still, I think.
Very,
Did
very
you show the
pretty.
back of it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple of questions. So with the blouse you were showing previously, what was the pattern number? A pattern for that?
That
The
was
tunic, was it the tunic?
Oh,
With
Dress Them Dearly. You can find it on Dress Them Dearly. Right.
And they want to see the back of that one.
Well, with this one, I did, instead of the fullness that you get with the bishop, I did put a lot of darts on the inside so that I could make it a little more fitted. But that's the back. The back is smocked. And then I did pull it in with some darts.
You really almost can't see it because of the print of the fabric.
And I kind of put darts in the front, too.
That's how you can change up that tunic pattern
Right.
so well. Yeah, that's pretty.
And the blouse that you're actually wearing today,
Mhm.
what pattern is that?
Yeah, I used the Simplicity 7028. It was a vintage 60s.
Everybody's going to be
With-
online looking for these
Yeah.
patterns.
Yeah. They're so fun.
They are. You know, this one shows the pattern pieces, only a front and a back and this sleeve. That is
Yes.
the quick.
Yes, it's just,
Yeah, that's almost a 30-minute blouse, isn't
Yes,
it? It's
yes.
like, you just,
It's
okay,
no zipper, front and back, and
I
a
need it
sleeve.
this afternoon,
Three-
go make it.
All right, so this one does not. You just put elastic down here, and it does, because it doesn't show it that way. So you just
I did.
put a
I added
casing
the
in,
elastic.
yeah.
It was a little full, and then
Uh-huh.
I thought it looked funny, so I brought it in
Yeah.
with elastic.
that's great.
Makes a completely different look.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is real flowy. Now there's another top that you have with a really interesting sleeve.
That's the jacket, or is that
Yeah.
what you're
Jacket,
talking?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
This-
Before y'all, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
Before you start with that, did we say what pattern the dress was? If we did, I missed it. Yeah.
This one, do we know?
So that pattern was a PDF pattern that I got from an indie company, and I'll have to look that up. But we
She can
could
get back to
we
us.
could link
Okay.
we could link that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks.
So now we have another interesting sleeve.
This is the, a jacket that has like a pleated sleeve.
This is McCall's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's McCall 7730. This one.
And it hangs real pretty when you wear it.
I'll put it on the overhead so you can see it. It's a really pretty jacket.
So the sleeve is not pleated under. It's only the pleats are only on the outer edge of the arm, and they're box pleats.
Yeah, box pleats.
That's cute.
They take a lot of fabric.
Oh, I bet with that
Yeah.
with that piece right there.
So when you find a piece of yardage at an estate sale, be sure to get it so you can practice.
But this is her tag that she's digitized, so we can lay that.
Yeah.
Or you're not.
I was able to do this one on my embroidery machine, and
That's pretty.
just put a fun little label on the inside.
You want to put it here and so that's neat.
That's neat.
I like
love
how
that.
sewing can be creative, and you can play with colors and buttons and your tags, and you can just get in that flow, get lost in the zone.
So Danna, do you sew every day?
I try to.
I knew the answer to this. I asked her this a little bit earlier, and I think Regena
Yeah,
does
she-
too.
she
was
She's-
hooked.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said, yeah. This
I
is a
try
passion.
to. I always have a project. I'll go from one to the next. I can't wait to try another pattern. I like to see what the pattern pieces are going to look like. How is it going to come together? What's it going to look
that's-
like when it comes together?
Like the one with the gusset underarm. That
Yeah.
one that's a neat pattern.
Was that this jacket that we showed, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't show this. This
Yeah.
made very interesting.
So the sleeve is, what are they? A kimono sleeve.
Uh-huh.
So the sleeve is kind of cut with your. It's
With
not
the
a
seam. It has
yeah.
a seam. Yeah, it's
One
got a
full
seam,
piece of
yeah,
fabric.
right?
And then it has a gusset that connects the front and the back together.
So it starts down here at the bottom, and it's a straight piece right here that goes.
And then
Yeah.
it connects the front and the back. And that was interesting. But this is an easy pattern. And it was just interesting how it all came together.
Just a different touch. Now this is the one we showed the Hong Kong finish on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. I've never made one like this, but I can
And-
see.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have
it
a
gives you
question
a lot
for
of-
you. If you make the, sometime like my arms are big.
Mm-hmm.
I have large arms, and that would help with this part, wouldn't it?
It gives
you
you a
made
lot
it-
of freedom
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
movement.
Instead of having a
Right,
tight arm.
right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it gives you a lot of freedom and movement in there.
Yeah.
Kind of has some elbow room,
Mm-hmm.
the elbow room.
Well, this makes me think of the everything is like triggering. The interesting
one that
sleeve, the one that comes
from
from
the back.
behind.
Oh,
I knew you were gonna
yes,
say that,
yes.
'cause I
yeah,
like that.
this is a really interesting dress.
Is that this one?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
So this was a really fun dress. It has a front and then a back. And then the sleeve, your arms kind of come out of the back of the dress.
Isn't that crazy?
And then the fabric just kind of waterfalls over in the front.
So when your arm comes through here, it just drapes down like almost like pleats or something. That's really sweet.
The pattern did call for 2 pieces in the back, but I couldn't understand why.
Right.
Why would I want to cut the design when it
Yeah,
could be a full
yeah.
piece? So
Yeah.
I
Didn't have
kept
any
it.
shape to it, right?
Yeah,
It was
no.
just straight.
Mhm. So I kept it.
Yeah.
This is 3 pieces: a front, a back, and then. No, it's 2 pieces.
That's right.
Yeah, the
It's
front-
2 pieces.
The front wraps over to the back.
Yes, it's 2 pieces of fabric,
Wow.
and no bust dart, no zipper, and
No buttons. It's
no
easy.
but yes, but you can use a really fun flowy
Yeah.
fabric, and
And this
Because
is the
look at
pattern
it,
for
it's
it.
really just, it has movement to it.
mhm. So you want to use a real fluid,
Yeah,
soft,
right.
flowy, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, I've
Great- a
never,
great
I
summer
think I've ever
dress.
seen a sleeve like that.
This is-
That's a Sandra Betsina pattern, and through Vogue. And anything Sandra Betsina does, I think is really top notch.
It's 1496.
It's called Today's Fit by Sandra Betsina. Today's Fit.
You want to show it on the over here?
Sure. We'll go to the overhead on that. Today's Fit by Sandra Betsina. And, I mean, it's interesting when you bring that arm around to the front, it makes that fabric just flow
Yeah.
beautifully. It's pretty. Now,
Easy,
yeah.
and a lot of wear out of it, and a lot of satisfaction from sewing it and being successful with it. And this is another pattern.
Yeah, this is pretty.
Caftans.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
love
that's right.
caftans. This is a really easy pattern. It was just a front and a back, and another no zipper.
And you
No
just make
buttons.
Your seams up the sides.
Yeah, your seams are in the front so that it gives you shape. When you put it on, it gives you shape.
Because then it flows next to your body.
I love those. I
like
love to wear
pleats.
those around the house.
But then your armhole right here, that's pretty.
I did use a silk fabric on this one, but I did a practice run first. I was like holding
didn't
my
wanna
breath.
cut into it?
Yes, I was so scared to cut the silk, and I used paper underward. Someone said to use paper under your fabric,
Oh, so it
it
didn't shift all over
yeah.
the place?
So I did that, and I kept the paper on even when I sewed it,
Right?
so it wouldn't slide.
Yeah.
But
And did you have a pattern for that one?
yes, let's see. It's this one. This one.
Oh, look at that.
Sandra said Dana is so talented and inspirational. Thanks for sharing her with us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she is.
Here's-
Okay. This,
Yeah.
Sandy said a moo mom.
Oh, Mom.
this is
That's
Vogue,
me, Sandy.
Vogue 1473.
I love caftans. What inspired me to make this was I was at the beach and I was in one of the little clothing shops and they had beautiful ones and they were so expensive and I was like, I can make one of those.
See?
There you go.
And I went home and I was like, I have got to make one. So I found that pattern. And
So was this an older pattern?
No,
Did you-
not
or
really.
a new one.
not really. I think I was able to find it at Joann's
Oh, good.
during a pattern
Yeah.
sale.
You know, when I was in lived in Indonesia, I bought these. They had them and made a batik.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
batik.
And that
would
was
be
30
pretty.
years ago, and I'm still wearing them.
Yes.
I mean, that fabric wears so beautiful, and I just wash it and throw it in the dryer, and it comes out soft. And I love them around the house.
So there's a fabric that we always say wears beautifully, and that is Liberty of London. And
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
you
the
have
Liberty.
a dress. And this surprised me that this was the Liberty of London because it's so unusual for Liberty.
Gonna surprise you too.
Yeah, look at this. And did you ordered that from Liberty too, right?
This is another fun. This is a maxi dress, and there's no zipper. You pull over your head. It has two front pieces, and then one front, and then a back piece, and then the back, and then you can use the tie to draw it in for your waist. And so this is a really fun beginner pattern that you can have a lot of fun with.
And where'd you get the pattern?
Yeah, Liberty. I bought the pattern from Liberty.
Which I was not aware that they had patterns.
They have a few of them. And I saw it on Instagram. Someone shared it, and that's how I found the pattern. And click, click, click to
Yeah,
Liberty.
that's
And
right.
here it comes.
Yeah.
This is pattern number LIB 101. LIB 101.
I call this my tried and true. I've made this about 3 times.
Oh.
So it's my go-to when I know I need something and that it's going to fit. And
So you've done something a little different in the front to make it
yeah, I did. I
more
raised.
comfortable for
Yes,
you.
I did. I added a little extra fabric in the front so I could bring the V up higher.
Right. Well, that's
A lot of the patterns you see now have the lower neck, but you can always bring the V up
right.
higher.
That's right.
And it wasn't hard to do.
I've done that for the granddaughters too because they're uncomfortable with too much V.
How about this
Did
one?
we show the satin one?
No, that's
So here it is. I made again, but I made it in satin. And this was inspired from Sally's beautiful green dress that she made for her granddaughter at Christmas. And when I saw that dress on your
You wanted something
website, I was
green?
like, oh, I want a green dress. And so I sewed this, and I've worn it to a wedding. I've worn it at Christmas.
That's
And
pretty. Very pretty.
it was an easy sew, and I got a lot of compliments.
Yeah, I love that. So it has on the bust darts. It has a double bust dart under from the bottom of the yoke up, and then it also has a back. No, oh, it's got shoulder darts in the back, not at the waist, but shoulder darts, and so that gives it a nice shape because you do have shoulder blades you have to take into consideration, and then that shapes the back really nicely. And then with a little tie, draws it in pretty, doesn't it?
Good tried and true pattern.
Yeah, that's
You're-
cute. Now you've made one out of some interesting fabric that you haven't ever worn.
Oh,
But
Yes.
but I thought she was really brave to try this.
yes.
So this is a leather a leather, but not just any leather.
Yeah, I had this Vogue. They call it the Mondrian dress. I think Yves Saint Laurent designed this this pattern, and it's a really famous design and very
recognize that.
mod 60s. And so
She's gonna wear this one on the next runway.
Yeah.
there was an upholstery shop, a car upholstery shop, going out of business, and they had big pieces of leather. And so I bought a couple pieces, and I cut it up, and I sewed it.
Look at that.
And I used a leather needle in my machine, and it sewed right through it. And I was able to make darts and add the pieces in.
Man.
But I haven't worn it yet.
Well, what would?
Gives me equestrian feels,
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
colors.
So you're gonna wear it with boots? Do you have boots?
I don't know if I will wear it, but it was fun to try it and, try sewing with leather. When you find things at a good price, it takes the fear away from cutting
that's
into
right.
the
That's
fabric
right.
and just giving it a try.
And this has some weight to it, you guys.
Well, she did a really nice job because she
I
top
know.
stitched this leather. I mean, it is
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes.
It really is.
But did you have any trouble with it, like getting stuck in
No.
your? So because sometimes some fabrics want to just
Some
kind of
you have
stick
to
a little.
use
I think I used a walking foot.
Oh, okay.
Used my walking foot and a leather needle.
Right.
So if you sew with the right needle for the fabric,
That's right. Makes a difference.
And that-
Sometimes you can use that. Isn't it the vinyl foot? I
Mhm.
don't
like
think there's a
Teflon
vinyl.
or
Yeah, the
something
Teflon
like that.
foot.
Teflon.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So don't think that you can't ever sew on anything because you can.
Now, what about the designer? The
Oh,
designer
yeah.
dress that you saw.
Yeah.
And
You're gonna love this one.
so what kind of display did you went to a?
Alexander McQueen. They had a exhibit in Columbia, South Carolina that a friend and I went to. Hey, Paige. We had such a good time, and it was so inspiring to see his designs and to see the couture. I had never seen that level before, and I was just so inspired when I left. But he had a jacket, a denim crop jacket with a high neck and the gold ribbon on it and the military style buttons. And I found these buttons at an estate sale and had saved them. And when I saw that jacket there, I was like, I knew I had to go home and try to make one. So I did. I made the jacket and made a little,
Let's take it off and show the inside too.
yeah,
I'll hold you onto your dress while you.
yeah. Just, I used a fun quilting fabric from my quilting days. I still love the quilting
Yeah.
fabrics, and I've made quite a few dresses with quilting fabrics, but just lined it with something fun.
And
And
the sleeves.
oh yeah, the sleeves have a little bit of the ribbon on them and the button.
So tell them how you got the buttons and the braid, the gold braid. They were together, right?
They were in a little box at an estate sale, and I figured there was a military man, a general that had lived there, and so I got those buttons and stashed them away and was able to pull them out and use them.
It's so neat. I love the way and I love this the way you flipped it over for here and then put that little button on the edge. That's so sweet. But so you had your jacket made and then you were like, now what? Right?
So I had the jacket and it was cropped, and I was trying it on. I'm like, I don't know what I can wear this with it being real short and cropped. So then I was like, I have more fabric. I'll make a dress.
That's right.
and-
So it's perfect with that.
Yeah.
So this is a simple A-line dress with the. Tell me the name of that dart again.
Yeah, the
fish
fish.
eye.
Yeah, the fish eye darts.
I'm
Those are
gonna
the
learn
long
that term.
darts in
Long
the
dart.
front.
Yeah.
Bust dart and a zipper
Yep. Hey, how do you mark your darts?
with that blue pin.
With that
Oh,
blue-
I know. I want you to show me how to do it with the thread,
Yeah.
because there's sometimes you don't
I
want
know
to
how
put that blue mark
plus,
on there.
You probably could see your blue mark on the inside of this because it's lighter. But
And that's the tailor's tack, right?
yeah, the
Yeah,
tailor's
that
tack,
I want to
yeah,
learn the
yeah.
tailor's tack.
I think you'll probably use it on some of these. I love that.
Sewing is fun.
Do you ever? I know that you buy a fabric, let's say vintage fabrics and things like that. But do you ever? I'm thinking about bringing sewing back on Instagram, Catherine, because she'll go into like Goodwill and find a dress, and then she can visualize it into something completely different. Do you ever remake things, or you rather start from scratch?
Yeah, I usually start from scratch. Let's see. Did y'all see any of
That's
the tea towel tops on Instagram? I was seeing these vintage tea towel tops, and I just was so curious. I wanted to figure out how are they doing it. So I ordered these tea towels from Amazon, and I draped them on my dress form and sewed it up, and I made a pattern with this. So this is a mock-up, but it's a wearable muslin. I've been able to wear it, but you know, you can use anything as fabric.
I mean, you got complicated. I mean, I think you did. It's not just a square and a square. You shaped it.
I shaped
Look at
it,
that.
but
So
I made a
cool.
pattern with this, so my pattern won't have all the shaping in
Oh,
it.
okay.
But I had to shape it to make it fit.
Yeah.
And
Well, I love that. I've never seen tea towels quite this cool.
I know, I haven't
Yeah.
either.
These are neat.
it reminds me of the Farm Rio brand that I've been seeing. There's a brand called Farm Rio with the tropical
Oh.
prints, and
Well, plus the weight is nice. It
Look
has a
it
really
up.
good weight. Yeah.
What is it? Farm
Rio, they sell clothes.
yeah.
And,
Farm Rio towels.
No, I got these on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And I was looking for that tropical print
Yeah.
and found it and played around. That was fun.
Oh man, that's
I
cute.
know when I first heard you say you made it out of tea towels, and I'm thinking,
Like
like
old lady tea
yeah,
towels.
you know, and I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine, and
It's like old lady tea towels.
you would never
Danna
imagine
did
that
not
those were
fit.
tea towels. You see, because the print's so pretty.
Did you use this for your coat?
I
out of
did,
the,
yeah. That was the pattern I used for the coat.
This is the coat from the bedspread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
My bedspread coat.
This is the bedspread coat. These velvets are so cool.
That bread spread had to weigh 50
It
pounds.
was,
Yeah.
it was heavy.
So that's Butterick 6385.
It's good on a warm day.
So I was.
I mean, a cold
I was
day.
gonna
It's
say,
warm on
yeah,
a cold
yeah.
Danna,
day.
you can stand a snowstorm. in your
Yes,
coat.
yes.
I like the neat thing is that it's got that princess line, and so then it's easy to put those welt pockets in with the princess line. Easier than trying to put welt pockets in just.
Yeah, that was the first
Fun.
time of me doing pockets like
I like
that.
that. That's neat.
Real
What?
quick, what pattern did you use for the denim blue dress? The A-line dress?
Do I have it with me? I used a vintage pattern, and I don't think I have it with me. But I can send it. I can send it to Sally.
Okay.
I can put my finger on it. Oh yeah, that dress. So 60s and mod. I just couldn't resist. I love this pattern. And here it is.
Look at that.
I bought the green from Sally, and then I had this fabric left over, just a little bit left over, and so I just cut the pattern, and I cut the pattern off and added seam allowance, and then sewed this piece on to make it look like a drop waist.
I like that. Now this does it have a yoke in the, no yoke in the back. It just has a zipper
Yeah.
in the back, but then a round yoke in the front.
Yeah, and that was
Just
my
a-
first time
doing around
doing that, and so your dart's kind of built
right.
into this.
That's right. Gives you just a little bit of ease here. That's cute.
I like the orange zipper in the back, because people are so worried sometimes about the zipper.
Yeah.
standing out,
But it
I
doesn't
like
that doesn't that it's perfect,
It
right?
fits right with those flowers.
Yeah.
And I bought this big bag of zippers from you.
Oh yeah.
And I just keep them, and I just use the zippers that I have. Anything that'll work. I go in my little bag and
Right.
and look for something. So I don't usually buy. I don't go try to match. I just use what I have.
Let us know when you need some more.
Yeah, that's right. We have some, right? We have zippers.
For those that don't know, that's the zipper assortment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Zipper assortment. That is exactly right. The zipper assortment.
All my zippers just come from the zipper assortment.
Well, good. Have
Sandy
we-
Reed said
yep.
excellent, Gab and Gush.
Thank you.
And then
Really good.
Vicky Hensley, in regards to the tea towel blouse, she said she would have to have bath size towels for my size.
Now, this is a cute. We haven't talked about this one yet, have we?
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Now this is a designer pattern, and it had a little more detail to it. So
Yeah,
it
this
wasn't
is
the first one she started with.
Poochie from the 60s, and I love his patterns. This is the only one I have. But I made it in the black and white.
I think this one's very classy.
Yeah.
I was like, Regena, help! Oh, but the sharp triangles I had never sewn before,
Right.
and but I stuck with it, and
She did an excellent job.
it's great. So does that one probably has a zipper, right?
it does
has
have
a zipper.
Yeah, it has a zipper,
Yeah.
and I used what I had
Yeah,
from my grab bag.
that looks
And,
good. I know when you start adding the geometric shapes, we're like, ooh,
I love the black and white though.
I do too.
black and white is good. Look at that pink and green.
I like the pink and green. I like the
Yeah,
pink
I like
and green
that.
too.
That was so popular. Those big old earrings. Do you have a hat like that?
No,
Neither.
no, that's
What you looking at?
Will you the pattern for your blouse that you're wearing, wasn't that the Simplicity, the 7028?
It was.
Mhm.
Look, can I see the front of it? There must be two Simplicity 702.
They do reuse
Oh,
their
yeah, they
numbers.
reuse
They
the numbers.
reuse numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's this one, but she put elastic on the bottom of the sleeve to make it, to do a little
But
puff
you might have
sleeve.
found one that was something completely different.
Yeah, they do reuse numbers. That's right.
What is the McCall's pattern number? What? Well, which one did you use?
oh the the
Was
green
it this
one.
one? For the, yeah, go ahead.
8824.
Are you trying to find it? And then, oh,
Or just asking.
okay. All right.
Thank you.
What else?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, I love that.
The lava. I call this my lava lamp.
Yes. Look
yeah,
at this.
we couldn't leave that one out.
Oh my goodness. So this kind of knit, this is the kind of knit that
Mm-hmm. We used this pattern. I used this pattern, and it called for a knit. Mm-hmm.
but you know the one that they've remade. Where's that pattern that they've just remade? That is that
Oh yeah.
this would hang as Diane von Furstenberg.
Mhm.
This would hang beautifully in that. So this pattern, the lava lamp, is a Vogue 8330.
I'm gonna put it on.
Very very simple. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
very simple. It's just a front and a back and bust darts.
So it did it have a border? It must have had a
No,
border.
no
Or
border.
just the design kind of made. How'd you do that? Was it a panel? It wasn't a panel, right?
No, it was a big piece, and I was able to cut it so
Wow.
I could get it on the front and back.
Well, it's so cool. It looks like it was made for this
Yeah.
pattern.
And pattern placement,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
something I wasn't aware of when I first started sewing. I just put my fabric down and I cut it, and then I was like, oh, I didn't even think about pattern placement. So,
Yeah, like especially if you've got big flowers, right?
Mhm.
You don't need them
Yeah.
in the wrong place.
yes, and that has happened before.
Yeah. But the wrap dress,
Yeah,
that pattern,
Yeah, let's talk about that pattern.
that, yeah.
Yeah, let's see, it's over here.
So we're gonna have we need to get pictures of all the patterns because
Oh,
they're
yeah,
going.
yeah.
This is the 50th anniversary of the Dion von Furstenberg wrap dress. So Vogue has reissued this pattern, and it's just come out, and it's all over Instagram, and people are showing their makes with it. And I got excited, and so I have the pattern, but I haven't made it yet. So this is probably my next
This
my
is a-
next yeah.
that means there'll be a season 2 of Danna.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I hope so.
Have any of y'all seen this pattern or have a wrap dress from the 70s? And
See, from the original pattern, right?
yeah,
what fabric do they suggest a knit, Dan?
Yeah, they were suggesting like a jersey knit.
So she's looking for a nice geometric jersey knit, which we probably don't have, but.
I saw some knit.
Oh, you did?
out there
That
when
might work.
mhm,
Oh, good.
I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Now you had, what you have a sateen dress? Did we look at that already? I was thinking there was something sateen
Yeah.
that was pretty.
Vicky says she wore that dress in college.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right.
They
Yeah.
want to see it up close. Can we put that pattern under
Oh,
the?
yeah.
Mhm.
The new
Where's-
remake.
this one.
There we go.
That's it.
Yeah, Vogue just came out with it, and you can get it on the website, simplicity.com.
Vogue 2000.
It's not in the stores yet.
Oh, it's not?
Not at Joann's.
Oh, wow.
They say that they think it's going to sell out before
Oh.
before it gets to Joann's.
So probably after today, it'll help. Yeah.
And I think this is the most I've spent on a pattern. It was about $25 or $30, but
Well, average it out, you know.
yeah,
Then you've got,
it's
$1.
fun, and it's fun seeing everybody's make. And if you go on Instagram, you can hashtag the DVF wrap dress, and you can see what everybody's done, and that's fun to see.
that's fun.
So what is this one you have?
Yeah, this is cotton sateen. This is so nice to work with. It's probably my favorite fabric.
I love it too.
And let's see, we used this pattern here.
Okay.
This was a vintage pattern. And another simple pattern. It has bust darts and then a zipper. And then you just let your fabric just do all the work for you. And
Now,
it's
this has, because it's
Oh, it-
long and straight, you've got side slits that go up to about to the knee. Yeah,
We'll
that's
put this on the overhead.
okay. And they can
You
see.
can see this one.
Yeah. I love the satins. What is that
It's
green
Vogue
one? Is there a
77.
yeah,
784.
it's another green sateen.
Yeah. I don't want to leave anything out.
I got both of these from Mood
Oh,
Fabrics, and here's another
pretty.
one. A
That's
little
pretty.
different pattern, has the scoop neck, but still just bust darts and a zipper. And
So it's very similar, right?
yeah, it's very similar.
Maybe the neck
It's-
is a little
it's
this
wider.
one?
Yep, that
Okay.
pattern.
It's this pattern.
And what I like about these vintage patterns is they come in one size, so you're not like having to retrace.
This is McCall's 35.99.
So the old patterns had one size, but they had a lot of options. Like they might have 4 pieces and 4 garments. Newer patterns have a lot of sizes, but only one outfit, you know, and so you get one or the other.
No, because like this one has the pant. I guess the pants and the top and the shorts and the,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the long dress. So you get your whole wardrobe.
We have
Chrissy
some
has a
questions.
question.
We have some.
Okay.
Jamie Jackson, she said, do you find you have to make modifications to vintage patterns to fit? The waist measurement seems so small.
Well, I buy the patterns based on my bust measurement, and so so I'm a 36, and so I buy the 36 bust pattern, and they usually fit me in the waist and hips. But I might have to move my bust dart or raise my waist.
Okay. And then Gabriella said, do you have issues changing the torso lengths of patterns with princess seams? She also has a short torso, and certain 60s darts are hard.
So on the pattern where it says waist, it has a little mark and it says waist. I usually just fold it up and bring it up to where my waist is. And so I just fold those pattern pieces and make sure all my pattern pieces are folded in the same place. And I haven't ever had any problem. You did a little section on raising the waist.
So Barbara asked, when you put elastic on your sleeves, do you make a casing?
Yes. Yes. Little casing.
And they said thank you for answering.
All right.
We're caught up.
Are we caught up? Do we have anything else?
One more.
Let's see. We
I
got
see.
another one.
This is a
Oh.
tunic.
That's, yeah.
This is a long tunic, and I don't know if some of y'all saw that book, The Tunic Bible. I think you shared it once, but they inspired me with their tunics, and so I made this dress from a tunic, and it's been fun. Definitely fall, but
Yeah, it's pretty though.
and it was easy. Just a zipper, bust darts, and then a little mandarin collar.
I like that little stand-up collar. I think that's really sweet. I mean, it looks attractive. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
I think that's
Wow.
all this nice collection of patterns. Like, wow.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Barbara said, thank you again. This has been so much fun and so informative.
Thank you. This was
Thank
fun.
you too. I thank you
You've got
too.
a thank you for the inspiration to sew for myself. Lots of thank yous.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I told you, Danna.
Good.
I told you. You know,
Yes.
people
Yeah.
want to sew. The ones whose children have grown up, they don't have grandchildren, or the grandchildren doesn't wear it. They want to sew for themselves.
That's right.
And this is a great start.
And it doesn't have to be hard. Pick easy patterns,
That's a good advice.
and then you don't feel defeated.
Right.
And then you're willing to, you have one success leads to another, doesn't it? Like, hey, that wasn't so bad.
And find fun fabrics that you love.
Estate sales, yard sales, thrift shops, whatever.
Yes.
You know,
And then that gives you fabric to practice with.
that's great.
Danna, are you on Instagram?
I am Danna Sews.
Oh, good.
They said, please bring back, that's not start. Bring back your garment to go kits for ladies.
Oh, you know what we did?
Yeah.
We called it Garment to Go, and we created with trims and buttons and things for adults. They always were pretty
Not
successful.
for any pattern, yeah. just
Yeah,
for
we
stuff.
didn't really base it on a pattern.
Well, I
We're
think you
like-
should start the mod line and let Danna
know,
put it together.
Now that is a good
I
idea.
think
it's a
Yeah.
great
The mod
idea.
line.
I
She
would
can-
love that.
Yeah.
She could
that-
come in and put your
Well, it's
fabric
gonna
pack
make
together.
me think more about you whenever we get fabric samples, because a lot of times I think, well, I don't know.
So
But
see?
when you see it as a wardrobe,
Right.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. So we always have a drawing for a giveaway, and we have a little giveaway down here.
We do,
And-
but Sally, remember, I don't know if anybody remembers out there, but I said Danna had a really special talent last time.
Oh, right.
We can't forget that talent. We have to tell everybody.
We
Oh,
So, yeah, Regina said that we're gonna let Danna talk about her talent, and so I
Along with
said,
all the others that
Yeah,
she has a special one here.
So what is your special
yeah.
talent?
So when I was 9, I learned to ride a unicycle, and I still ride, and I had a brand new one a few years ago, and rode a good bit. And my son learned to ride, and we would ride together. And once you learn, you never forget.
Man,
I just think that's so cool. She rides a unicycle.
I know,
I'm
it's
a
so
little too
funny.
old to learn, but-
It's so funny.
Yeah, you don't
It was
expect
fun.
it. It's fun to hear about people's special interests, because sometimes they really surprise you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where do you, I guess at a bicycle shop is where you
I-
ride a unicycle?
There's a place called unicycle.com, and they just sell all sizes and different ones. But I had one from a long time ago, and
So did you teach yourself? Did you think, hey, I want to learn to ride a
I did,
unicycle?
and it was hard. It took me about 3 months.
Oh, no kidding.
Did you practice on grass?
Yeah, grass.
Oh, grass. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, not concrete.
Yeah, foam rubber,
Yeah.
Christy.
I went to the circus when I was 9, and I just had never seen a unicycle
Oh.
before.
Oh, that's funny.
Regina knows something about a circus.
Yeah, I live with a circus.
Wow. Well,
Peggy
This-
says she loves your blouse.
yeah,
Thank you.
The blouse
Thank
is
you.
wonderful.
Thank
It
you.
is. Oh, my goodness. We're going to let you draw a name. And we've got names in here. We asked about if you knew what dimity was. Dimity is a type of a fabric. And I think we'll probably do a Thursday tidbit on the fabric. But it was interesting. Not a lot of you were familiar with dimity. And it's a beautiful fabric. It's kind of an old-fashioned name, I think. And some of the old books with fabric descriptions, and especially for children, and but really even beautiful Victorian blouses for
Yeah.
ladies had that lightweight, beautiful fabric. And so We're gonna. It didn't matter if you knew Dimity or not. You could still enter, and we're gonna draw a name for. This is for. There's a vintage lace book in here. There are a couple of pieces of fabric from Spain, and a vintage ribbon, and a piece of polyester Dupioni in pink and white, and a piece of polyester organza. It's like for a sash and collars and things like that. So
You're gonna love it.
yeah, it's nice. So Danna, you want to draw a name?
Okay. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, this is Chris Ritchie. I've never sewn Dimity fabric, but I love learning from you ladies. Thanks so much. All right, Chris Ritchie. I think Chris Ritchie is a new name for us.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Chris.
congratulations. And we will be in touch with you and be sending this out to you. Danna, thank you again a million times.
Thank you for
coming.
having me.
Oh my goodness, it was great. And now we want to see everybody's makes for sewing for yourself. We're all excited about that.
That's right. Be sure to post them on Come Sew With Me.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
I do that to Regena all the time. Regina's,
Well, that's why I'm here to tell you, so
yeah,
it's
that's
okay.
right. Regena has come sew with me. So now you can join these two ladies and on social media. All right. Thank you.
Bye.